Hello, hello. Welcome one and welcome all to Spyrothon 8. We have a super exciting weekend coming your way. This is our big event of the year, so definitely be hyped for that. We have a ton of new tech. We're using a new server this year, so everything should look a lot smoother, and you'll see a lot more new transitions and break screens, so be on the lookout for that. We also are going to be showing off some super cool mods this weekend. An SRT 2-player speedrun will be done, as well as invisible scenery from Deoman will be shown off. So that'll be super cool too. And we'll also have the classic Spyro runs that we always have at our events, including some ones we haven't seen in a while from the Legend of Spyro series. But kicking off this event, we're going to have Tia running Spyro the Dragon Any %. And Tia actually has been super cool in terms of speedrunning Spyro. She has done a bunch of different categories. So let's welcome Tia. And what inspired you to submit Spyro the Dragon Any % to this event?
Yo, so I've only learnt 3 of the Spyro games so far. So Spyro 1, 2, and 3, all any %. And I'm most actually confident in 1 and 2. 3 I'm still learning. So hello Spyrothon, thank you so much for making me open this. It's a privilege to open this. And yeah, we're gonna open it with the best game. We're gonna open it with the game that started it all. We're gonna open with Spyro 1 Any %. So are we good to start the timer?
We are ready when you are.
Cool. Okay, so I'll count you in. Oh wait, no, I'm used to doing the minus 11 seconds. Okay, we'll start from movement, so I'll time you. But yeah.
Right. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you. And I can see chat as well, so I can see you guys too. But yeah, welcome everyone to Spyrothon 8. We'll be running Spyro 1, Any %, the best category. Any % is there's like collecting things you need to do in it. You need 50 dragons, 5 eggs, and 6,000 gems. So we're gonna start off. Oh, we're gonna miss Nesta because Nesta takes too much time. Nesta's the only dragon in the game that takes up most of the time of the cutscene, so we don't even bother getting him. So Any % Spyro. I'm just gonna say Spyro 1 in general has the best movement out of all 3 of them, in my opinion. No, it's just fact. It's fact. It has the best movement out of all 3 games. Main reason why is because the movement is so smooth. Spyro, like, as soon as you stop, you stop. You don't have, like, a little bit of slipperiness to it. I'm gonna do something dirty there. I just changed it to passive camera. Loads of people will hate what I just did there. Stops the music for some time because you just went into the menu. That's normal. But yeah. Spyro 1, in my opinion, is the best out of the trilogy. I'm ready to fight on that. But I am currently planning on learning how to do every single Spyro game at Any %. So then I can move on to do a full series of Spyro at Any %. So I'm currently on Spyro 3. Once I get my goal in Spyro 3, I will move on to Enter the Dragonfly and A Hero's Tale. And then the handheld games. But yeah, we've got... Oh, I nearly messed that up there. We've got, like, loads of games that are going to be in Spyrothon right now. We've got, like, a lot of the Legend of Spyro games, which is very rare to find, because the Legend of Spyro game, I think, is a really underrated game. It's a really cool game. It is a fighting game, but it's a fun fighting game. So I look forward to watching that. Epicness will be doing the console versions of that, and CD Romatron, he'll be doing the handheld versions of that as well, because they've got different versions for DS and Game Boy as well. But yeah, I hope you guys are looking forward to it, because I'm actually looking forward to it a lot. So, more about this run. I'm just doing it. So, Spyro 1, I'd say is the easiest game to get into. If you are a noob and you've never played Spyro, this is, I'd say, the easiest speedrun to get into. There's not many tricks. There's not a lot of out of bounds. It's just movement based, and you kind of take it at your own pace. So you can start off on baby steps, and then as you get a bit more confident, then you can like start adding cool tricks and stuff like that. Now the run I will be doing is quite baby. I don't go for the jumps. I'm still a bit scared to go for all the jumps. So there's like some special jumps you go for in Dry Canyon and in Peacekeepers, but I don't do that. Also, at the end of the game, there are some skips you can do at the end, but sadly I won't be going for them. But I will be talking about them because the history of the game is part of it. I keep going to like go split, but I don't have a timer up. So I could actually get a PB for this run as well because I've been very close to PBing in all my streams lately. Nice. So right there we just did a wall glide. Wall glides are used in this game, not a lot, but there's quite a few wall glides in any percent. If you are up against a wall, Spyro will not decrease in height. If you kind of go into, if you hug the wall, if you kind of grind up against the wall, sometimes you can increase height with Spyro. So now we've already finished the first homeworld and we're moving on to the next one. So that was actually quite quick. It's actually PB pace. I'm not gonna lie, it's PB pace. But yeah, there'll be a couple of little tricks. But yeah. SRT is the 3. SRT is the 3 is the easiest to get into. So with SRT, you've got any percent in the individuals, but you've also got any percent in all 3 trilogies. Is what I will probably be doing, where you do the rocket storage and stuff like that, so you can carry that through all of the 3 games, which looks very interesting and also hard. Frost Treetops behaves, yeah. The stream yesterday I did, there's a glitch. I've only had it, this would be the second time I had it. In Treetops, when you collect a key for a key chest, it will go in your inventory. In the pause menu, you can see the key. And in Treetops, there's a thing that sometimes happens. You will grab the key, you will go to the key chest, and then the key chest will not open. So yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen again. It's very rare that it does happen. It's only happened to me, that would be the second time it's ever happened, but hopefully. Praying it doesn't. But that cost me a PB yesterday. So, yeah. Very easy if you're aware of an easier route. Yeah, no, I'd say 1 is definitely the easiest out of the 3. And I'm gonna say it's the most fun as well. Tooth roll to your gums as well. So tooth roll, I haven't actually practiced, so I won't be going for tooth roll. I will be talking about the other tricks that you can do to get into nasty early. So I went to go split there again. I'm basically doing the most baby way of playing this game, and you can get a really good time of it if you're just starting out new. It's just about collecting gems as fast as you can. And that is what it is. Vortex is pretty easy to get. I've done a run. Vortex is really good. Vortex, I think, is super hard. I've watched so many fucking I've watched so many Vortex runners. And there's a lot of strats in that. I've already failed a little bit, but I'm messing up already. But you can do a little kind of charge glide around this thing, because then you get to the back of it. Sorry, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm messing up. Are we gonna get a game over? No, you know what? I'm gonna leave those 25 gems. I'm gonna leave it because I'm nervous. We'll just grab these. We'll leave. We'll leave this right now. Oh. So we've just lost 25 gems there. Yo, Laura. Webcam's voice is driving me. Oh, I'm sorry. But yeah. There we go. So I'm gonna have to pick up an extra few gems around the place, and also I have to be careful that I've lost all my gems. So what I was doing there was I was trying to get around the pillar there because there's about 30, 40 gems around there, which is nice to pick up because we need 6,000 gems by the end of the game so we can move on to Nasty's world. Yo, oh, I nearly got magic stairs. So, yeah, no, movement is the biggest thing in this game. I get to rest between dragons. First run nerves, yeah, first run nerves, that's what it is. That's what it is. But, we're gonna try and just collect as many gems as we can. We will be collecting some egg thieves soon. That guy didn't want to move. So, I'm gonna just go really noob here, just in case no one here has seen a Spyro game. So, we have Sparks, which is our little dragonfly friend. You can see him on the corner. He's the yellow little guy. He takes 3 hits of damage, so he'll go from blue to green. And, he actually helps us pick up the gems, which is a massive time save. If we go Sparksless, my movement will change really significantly. And I will go a lot more slower if I lose Sparks. So Sparks is the key, but also sometimes he messes you up because sometimes he doesn't want to pick up gems. I've come up with a theory. I know it's probably not, I know it's probably wrong, but I think if Sparks is blue or green, I think his radius becomes smaller, or he just doesn't like picking up the colored gem that he is. That's my theory. Because sometimes he just doesn't want to pick up blue gems when he's blue. But I like to say that to myself. I know it's not true, but it's true. The dragons are really nice. Micro eggs, like the eggs in 117, nice. So now, we're gonna go into our first flight level. So we missed Sunny Flight. Sunny Flight is one of the longest flights in the game. That's why we don't actually do it. Plus we have to enter the little secret thing into the stepping stones. So it just makes it a lot longer. So flights are worth 300 gems, and that's just worth the time. 300 gems for a couple of minutes is worth it, but for Sunny Flight it's not. So we'll be doing all of the flight levels now from this to the other bit. So in flying, the closer Spyro is to the water, the faster he is. So if you go up super high, he slows down a little bit, but as you get closer to the water, he speeds up. Cool. And what we just did there is we cancelled an animation. So when Spyro finishes a flight level, he'll do like a loop-de-loop whilst it's counting all of the things you've collected. And we can cancel that by flying into something, or flying into a wall, or the floor, or anything. You can cancel that out. So we're going to be trying to do that in all of these flight levels. The truth is, Sparks doesn't pick up the gems because you don't believe in him. Nah, I like to think he's just... He wants a union, that's what I think he wants. He's working for nothing. Yo, thanks for the raid. Welcome, people. I'm gonna try and collect lives because I'm low on life. So, there are some movement things. I'm gonna say I'm not very good at the movement. I can sometimes do charge glides. Flame charges I'm not very good at, but there's loads of different movements in Spyro 1. And when you get really good at them, that's when you can start doing those things. I mean, you can start off from beginning, like trying to charge flame and stuff like that. And it is good practice to start off with that, but because I didn't start off with that, yeah. So flame charging is where you flame an object or an enemy, and if you charge at the right time, you can get the gem to home in on you, which saves a lot more time than you actually running towards the gem. Wait, there's a chest here, isn't there? There. I needed that. So here we're coming up to a little magic stairs as well. So in Cliff Town, I said magic stairs. Magic stairs is basically just holding square and X at the same time and hoping that you get it. So this one is a fairly easy one. You just try and aim for the outside of it. If you aim for the inside, the path gets shorter. So you'll miss the actual endpoint just there. We're gonna hit this 10 off this lamppost because it's a 10 and we want that. We're gonna just grab that 5 and we're gonna leave now. Has a ton of life chests. I know it has a ton of life chests, but you actually have to get there and it's hard to get there. It's not in the path. So you'll see me rolling as well into dragons. Dragons have like an optimal, what do you call it? They have an optimal position. So if I was to hit that dragon from the back, Spyro would have to walk all the way around to the front of it before the dragon actually opens out the crystal. So it's ideal to hit the touch angle. Thank you. The touch angle. So it's ideal to hit the dragons from that angle so you save time in Spyro not moving to the correct position. The magic spot. we renaming it. I kind of like the magic spot now. Oh, we have fan chests as well. Fan chests can be used to hit enemies if you like stand in the right position. So in this level, the worst enemy is stairs. If you can believe that or not. Stairs is probably the final boss in this game. So these wizards will put things up and down with their walls and their magic. We're just gonna try and time it right to get all these cool things to happen in the right time. There we go. Whoop. I didn't trust him. Sometimes you can actually go through that. You can go through the wall if you just charge straight through it. Teach us Vortex? Oh, it's Vortex. But, yeah. Let's talk more about Spyro 1. So there are a few categories for Spyro 1. The major ones are Spyro 80% and 120. And I'd say Vortex is definitely up there. Look, life nice. Vortex should be like on there because I'd say it's like one of the most popular ones. I'd say 80% is the least popular. 120 and Vortex, I'd say, is the most popular category to run in this game. But there's also some cool other categories for Spyro 1. You've got Pink Gem, you've got 70 Dragons, you've got Boss Rush, you've got Eggs. It's endless. It's endless. And they're all great. You got the Prototype as well, where you can play the original Spyro. Don't do it. It's terrible. But yeah. So my gem count, I believe, is looking, yeah, it's looking kind of good. So we're gonna hit this guy, go over here, grab a couple of gems, and we're gonna climb up this wall here. I'm gonna leave those 4 gems. I normally go for them, but I don't know if they're worth it. Should be moved to the main category? I actually thought it was on the main category until I looked before the run started. But yeah, 120 is basically 100% if you didn't know. It's to collect every single thing in the game. Any percent is what we're doing now, where we do 50 dragons, 5 eggs, and 6,000 gems. And Vortex is, oh come on, no. Vortex is trying to get to the Vortex as fast as possible, so that's all you do in the game. So that's a life loss. We're really losing the lives. So those things that are in the background there, those vortexes, that's what Vortex is. You just run to each level. You don't collect anything, you just go to the vortexes. Really fun category. Very interesting to see all the cool things that the Vortex people have found in the game, where it's all these proxies and jumps and stuff like that. So we're gonna do a kind of bike caves. We're gonna do half of one, if we can, where we use a supercharge and run up against kind of edges to give us a jump. I'm gonna get a kiss because I'm losing all my gems and I need to. Nice. Okay. That spider can, I don't care about that spider. I didn't need him anyway. We're gonna use the opposite end of the supercharge to get another charge so we can run fast and get all these bits that I forgot to jump on. I'm gonna blame it on nerves. It's nerves. Cool. And now we are out. Showing off the fact that she doesn't need spare lives. Swag, yeah. I'm not worried about my lives. I don't need that many lives. Boom, see, look, no lives, I don't need lives. If this is your first ever event. See, it isn't my first event. I have done, what I used to do was Harry Potter speedruns, but Harry Potter is a very slow-paced game compared to Spyro. So I'd be able to, like, talk at the same time. And, you know, you don't really need to concentrate because Harry's very slow at movement. So Spyro, on the other hand, is like, speed him up by 100%, and that's what it is. So it's like, oh. So we're gonna do a long charge here, where we're gonna long charge. We're gonna try and collect as many gems as we can. Time our jump late, nice. We're gonna collect these big guys, because they have good gems. And we're gonna run up against this wall, because Sparks will collect the 5s behind it. Because our hitbox goes behind it. And I needed that extra 5 there. But yeah. I will go collect the extra life because I am on 0 lives. Give me, thank you. I'm gonna get this guy. And we're gonna quickly go get the dragon. Bit why you go for the levels that you do. Oh, okay, source proxy. This wasn't intended at all. So The reason why I'm going for these levels, so in the end, you'll see that there isn't actually many levels that I don't go for to begin with, because we try and make all of them. The first homeworld we went into, we actually needed to go into some of the levels, because the reasons why we go into those levels is because of the gem count. We look at a gem per second kind of thing, so if in, let's say, if I can remember the names, because I can't remember the names. Dark Hollow, for example. Dark Hollow is a beautiful level, and I'd love to go into it, but it has barely any gems, so that's why we don't go into those levels. Also dragons as well. The dragons are a bit too far apart. Even though it is a small level, you have to actually try and like fly in different places, stuff like that. So later on, you'll see when we get into... Wait, give me a minute. Oh, I hate that plane. So that last plane, the plane before that body blocked me, so I couldn't get the flame out. So he kind of protects him like a shield. You kind of have to flame around him or like flame him at a different angle. I'd say this is the hardest flight level out of all of them, just because of that, those flaming airplanes right there. Because that last one is so tricky. Because he just body blocks it. But don't worry, we're gonna get this nice. We're gonna... Oh, I was gonna try it. Where is he? No! Come here! Come here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go close to the water speed. But yeah, that last plane, I hate that last plane. I don't think I got Boulder, so I'm not gonna say anything about Boulder. There's no such thing as Boulder. Boulder doesn't exist. Wait, did we get him? No, we didn't. So Boulder's the only dragon that you can collect through a pool. So you can, if you edge the camera right, you can get him whilst you're going into the flight level. So when you come out, he's already gone. Thank you for the zap. Oh, Composer, thank you so much for the raid. How's the pace? The pace is not good. The pace is not good. It's not PB pace. But it's okay pace. So Blowhard, I actually really like Blowhard as a speed level, because it's like, it's one of those ones that you can try and perfect and get like the perfect cycles. Also, the hitboxes on the wizards are really janky. They're not in the center of the body, they're slightly to the side of them. So when you charge into them, you have to charge to the side of them. Yeah, this is world record pace. I just looked at my times, it said world record pace. So, we're gonna roll into his body there so we can collect up the gems. So most bosses have like a fountain of gems that come out of them. If you time your roll, you can just collect the gems instantly without them spreading all around the place. So Beastmakers is one level that we don't actually, there's one level in Beastmakers we don't go into. Terrace Village, but it really does depend on you as a runner. Some people do go into Terrace Village because they believe they can get a lot of gems in there, plus you got quite a few dragons. But it is really up to you. Any percent run, I'd say, is pretty different. Wait, I need that chicken. But yeah, loads of people go into Terrace Village. It really depends on you. If you want to go in there or not, it's up to you. We're gonna do a thing here where we take a hit and we're gonna hit this, but it only costs us 1 spark. Because if we get hit in a short amount of time, it only costs us 1 hit point, 1 spark. And we're gonna go into this room, which I like because you get smash things and it's quite fun. Next flight level. Fox fills the tax forms as well. I don't think he does that. We don't pay him anything for him to do that. So here, you know what? I'm gonna say SRT. I do not like the flying in SRT. It makes it nearly impossible to do this level. It's the same way of doing it in OG. You have to go backwards and get the ships as well. But I feel like Spyro is like magnetic towards the war. If you go too close, he just sticks to it. And it is turning circles. I know you guys charge, but ooh, this level is super hard on SRT. SRT, if you didn't know, I'm just saying loads of words. SRT is Spyro Reignited Trilogy. It's the remastered version of Spyro 1, 2, and 3. But the speedrunners call it SRT because it's speedy to say it like that. SRT, any percent will do terrace, okay. Is the most interesting to see others people approach? Yeah, it is. Like, loads of people do different things. Some people might go over another area and collect other gems. Like, I've watched loads of people's runs, and you kind of incorporate them into your run. Like, you go, oh, I kind of like that. I'm going to add that. So, I would say this is probably the hardest level in any percent. If you come into Misty, you could choose maybe not to, but there's too many gems in Misty to say no to that. But the reason why the level is hard is because of these frogs. They have a very that's the third time that's happened. They have a very wide hitbox, a big hitbox, so they can get you from quite a distance. And as you saw there, the trees aren't very nice. The trees are not nice at all. What? Okay. That's the first time that's ever done that, like come from a distance. Normally, you have to approach them a little bit and then they come towards you, but that guy was like, he just wanted me dead. I'm gonna kill myself there because I need sparks because I need gems. And I can abuse a life because I've got a couple of lives. I'll be coming up towards another life chest. I might get the extra one as well because we're a bit jittery, so. A bit of RNG in those enemies. It felt like it was a tree. So we're gonna come up towards a life chest and we're gonna take all of them. There's a hidden one as well that I will be getting because it's quite low on the health. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the other one. I'm gonna get you because you're mean. I'm gonna get all the trees because I don't trust them. Give me the gem. Thank you. Okay, now we're going into the We're going into the deadly place that no one likes because there's too many enemies. I don't know what the people were thinking when they were like, oh, let's make this room. Let's fill it up with all these enemies. You know what would have been better if they had trees in there as well? Make it extra hard. Yep. Where is he? I'm gonna take my time. Cool. Well, it costed everything. That costed everything, so. This room has killed so many runs. It has. Is that frog up? The frogs are nice in that game, not in this game. So, I need sparks, as that is the normal thing we need. So we're gonna go over here, grab a chicken. We're gonna go over here and grab another chicken. We're gonna go over here and grab a 10, because we like 10s. 10s and 25s are worth going back for. You definitely need to, like, turn your back to go back and get them. If you miss them, you need to go back. 5s, you can live without, but 10s and 25s, turn around and collect it. So, if you're a good speedrunner, you'd be able to keep up with the thief there. If you get ahead of him, he will then spawn to where his end location is, and you get to flame him as soon as you get there. But if I'm honest, for me, it doesn't save much time anyway, and I like collecting all the gems, so we're just gonna do a jump over here. If you time your jump right, a little bit delay your jump, you can make this, instead of doing the casual way of running all around the place and collecting it like that. So I'm just gonna flame that spot and wait for him to come, and then I'm gonna just head back. Cool. So hopefully the chest opens. I know I got the key. I am certain I got the key. I missed the jump. I can just do this early, and then I'll go grab the thief. Cool. And then I'll grab the dragon. Cool. We're gonna be doing a trick here, called Stone Knot, where we're going to be supercharging. And instead of doing it the original way of how you do it, where you go around the place getting your supercharge to an orange color, we're gonna use the geometry, grab that life, to push ourselves up to the upper level of the little island on here. So hopefully that works. Gonna come up here. Yep, and it didn't work. I'm gonna try for it again because it's a lot of gems, and it's cool to see. Oh, no, okay, we're just gonna quit out. Leave that. I did get high. The geometry was not good there. It was a bad RNG. So, correctly, you can get up there. I'm just gonna leave it. It made me angry. We're gonna go into Metalhead next. What is that? Oh, maths. We don't like maths. That's why maths didn't like us there. I'm gonna try for the outbounds here. No, nowhere near. Oh. This is going to kill into Dreamweaver's gem count. Ah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. Just get some extra in Jocks. That's what Jocks is for. Get a few extra ones here and there. But math, Yeah, no, maths is terrible. No one likes math. I am missing all the gems. Oh, grab those two. Grab this guy. There, that equals up to maths, yeah? I think that equals up to all the missed gems that I needed. But, as you saw there, that's Dragon 50, so we don't need any more dragons. Grab those two, hopefully get in time, cool. So with Metalhead, we have to defeat the poles to defeat him because they give him electricity, I believe. That's what it is. That's the law. And they're all on a timer. And he can destroy them himself as well by throwing enemies or by sending his laser beam at you. Cool. Yeah, and roll into the enemies thing because it's nice to collect them. If you don't, then they kind of spurt out everywhere and you have to collect them and run around. But I'd say no, the boss fights don't really feel like boss fights, do they? They don't. That's the one thing Spyro 1 lacked was boss fights, but I kind of liked it. It was a children's game. It's basically, it says what it does on the tin. And I think, I really like Spyro. So Spyro was like it was the first ever game I played. I had a PlayStation 1 when I was about 5 years old, and this was the game I played. I didn't actually have Spyro 2. I moved on to 1 to 3. I don't know why I didn't have 2. Probably didn't know there was a 2. But no, I spent a lot of time on Spyro 1. I did have Crash as well, but Crash was a lot harder for a 5-year-old, so Spyro was the next best thing. More hit points. It's the best Spyro because you have to do the most math. You do! In the any percent games, you don't have to bother about gems. In 1, it's just like, right, how many is Jacques? It's 175, right? I think it is. I have to do some equations here just to work it out. So here we're gonna do a damage abuse thing where we jump over here. We get a height thing so we can jump over them instead of going up to the guy with the cannon to make him smaller, because those guys don't change size. And we're going into our last flight level. Are really fun because they're still movement based. Yeah, I had 1, 2, and 3. Okay. I remember when I discovered Sunny Flight, I was like, oh. That was like a big moment in life where you discover Sunny Flight without like listening to any of the other dragons or anything. But yeah, with the flight levels, again, we're gonna try and aim Spyro into something to cancel out the animation of him celebrating. Gonna get this helicopter, that helicopter, and then we're gonna nosedive. Whoop! Cool. So now I start doing the maths. because I have to figure out how many gems I need to 6,000. How many gems to equal up to 6,000, okay. Oh god, that's a lot. 410 gems. Just collect that extra 2 there. So I need a lot of gems. Normally I only come in here needing about 300 and something. About 320, but 400 is quite a bigger number than 320. To do predictions, go for it. How many gems do I get? How many gems am I short? Because I will be short coming out of this level, because this level doesn't have all the gems. No! So, there you can do 1 cycle cake. If you come out quickly enough, you can land it here and then slide over here. Okay, so I collected as many as I could that was in my path. I will need to collect some more gems when we leave, so I'll collect some in the home world. Cool. So we can do a cool thing there. Instead of waiting for Jacques to die and spawn his gems, we can go through him in a certain place. And we can jump straight through him to get to the other few 25 gems. How many gems? How many gems? Ooh, I need like 30. 5, 6, 10. Like a good few here. Oh, that's only 1. Good one here. Good time to grab a mushroom as well. It's enough, right? Sparks? Did you pick up that one? No, you didn't. Okay, that's more than enough. Cool. So now we have 6,000 gems. Normally I don't need that many. But yeah, now we have 6,000 gems. We had the 5 eggs already. We've got the dragons. Now we're into Nasty's world. So there are some cool ways of getting into Nasty's world. No, no tooth. I'm too bad. There are multiple ways of getting into Nasty's world quickly. So you've got Coveless, which is where you do some cool flying and you glide behind the dragon's head and you kind of charge up it. Really hard to do. Not many people have done it. Tuval was the one who invented it and has done it in his run and has never done it before. Like, the only person to do it in a run. Then you've got Tooth Roll, which is... Whoop, was discovered by JX. No, let me up! Let me up! No! Is he dead? Is he dead? No, he's dead! I need to kill myself. You've got Tooth Roll, which is where you roll up the tooth of Twilight Harbor. And Geometry, again. You can get the geometry right and it will boost you up into the air. Then you got Rat Proxy, which is the most coolest one, which is where you get the rat, the fodder that we collect to feed Sparks. You get him to kind of line up with the wall, you charge into him, and with his dead body and your body, their hitboxes come together and it pushes Spyro up into the air. What else have we got? You've also got Twilight Harbor Skip, which was basically the thing that was before Tooth Roll, where you angle yourself, you do some skitter jumps, you do a charge glide, and you hope that you get a flop that puts you straight into the place. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah. And then if you've got cheat codes, you can... So there are multiple ways on getting into Nasty. But I thought you guys would like to see this world because it's not really seen in most any percent runs. It's kind of cool. You get to see all these people with all these dorks with guns. But yeah. The most efficient way is probably Rat Proxy and Coveless. They're both, I'd say, pretty up there for time saving. But good luck on Coveless, because that's a very hard trick. You're more likely to get Rat Proxy than you are to get Coveless. Tooth Roll, I'd say, is the next best thing. And then you've got Twilight Harbor. So this is the last level. I don't think there is a cheat code to get into Nasties. There is. It's called Moon Jump. But we're into the last level. We're gonna fly over this guy and we're gonna flame him in air so we get him. And then we're gonna trick this thief into running forwards. If you kind of slide away forwards, he kind of thinks you're behind him and walks in front of you there, and we get to flame him early. So we'll be coming up to near to the end. We're gonna flame Nasty. Hopefully we won't land in the lava, which is very common for me to do. We're gonna do skier jumps up here, which is just us, like, doing that. We're gonna heat and go across him there. We're gonna flame him. And then we're on to the last part of Spyro 1 at 80%. And time is when I flame him. I'm gonna take this bit a little bit slow because last time you can get stuck there. Cool, that's time. But yeah, that is Spyro 1 80% on baby mode. I hope I have inspired people to play this game and to show that you don't have to be amazing at the game to give it a go. You can start, like, everyone started off terrible at the game. Every speedrunner starts bad. But after time and practice and watching and experimenting with the game, you can become like a better speedrunner, better gamer. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed it. I am Tia, I'm GingeSwagTia. I speedrun these games, I speedrun Spyro games. And I believe Wally is up next. But yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for the GGs. Thank you.
All right, and thank you, Tia, for the positivity there. Love ending on that positive note.
What a run.
It was a great run. Super entertaining, and thanks for showing off that run for
Didn't
us
see
today.
you there.
And like
My
Tia
apologies.
mentioned, next up we have Wally doing a little bit of a,
I'm LDZ,
a
and
miscellaneous
you're watching
category, all light
Spyrothon.
chests and Spyro the Dragon, so be sure to stay tuned for that.